Good Kid, M.A.A.D City. That's a film to me. There's so much information and so much to take in listening to that you can see it as well. And I'm not sure if I know any other albums quite as visual. Hey, it's Alex Isley and I'm about to dig in the crates at Okayplayer. Okay. Such different periods in my life going through these. This one. That one's a classic. I discover music the most, I feel like, through streaming. I'll just go digging, so to speak, online and just come across new artists and songs all the time. New artists I'm listening to, I would say M.A.A.D. I'm listening to Sailorr, Dilla and Sinclair. I feel like I hear the most new music when I'm out shopping. Like I'll be in Sephora somewhere and just come across something I really like and Shazam it and go from there. Oh my gosh, these are incredible. Curtis Mayfield. Well, of course I have to pick this one. Definitely one of them ones. This one. I'm going through my 12 like really fast. I feel like most people discover my music through word of mouth, ironically. I feel like somebody's just showing me to someone in their car or text or whatever. I grew up listening to literally everything. Growing up in the 90s, I listened to a lot of hip hop and R&B, all the iconic artists that we know today. I remember when a lot of them broke in the 90s. I listened to a lot of old school through my mom and my dad, classical, funk, listened to all of it. I'll pick this one too. I gotta pick another Kendrick one. So I guess technically I did study opera through my maternal grandmother. She was an opera singer for years. And then once she retired, she became a vocal coach. And so in the voice lessons that we had, we would do warm-ups, scales, all of that good stuff. And then she would have me practice singing arias. And that's how I learned about The Marriage of Figaro and Gianni Schicchi and all these amazing operatic pieces. I feel like I take those operatic elements into my music from a technical side, because there's a lot that goes into singing that type of music. You have to really be singing correctly in order for that sound to come out correctly. So much about singing is breathing. I think I do carry that with me. Let me go over here real quick. Oh, this is obligatory. My favorite album artwork, I'm thinking of a lot of different 70s records, but I think in particular, just off top, thinking of a lot of Isley Brothers records. A lot of the time it's them in their element and, you know, the 6 of them. And I think those are just some really iconic artwork that they captured. I feel like my favorite song from my catalog changes. I think right now it will probably be Mine. The vibe of Mine is romantic, it's moody, it's put you in your feels. Oh my gosh. Kind of grew up on this one. If I could put 5 songs on a playlist with Mine, first I think of Luther. I'm thinking of Wait for Love, and I'm not sure why, but I think maybe because when I was writing Mine, I was in a hopeful place of like what I might say to my person, and I think Wait for Love is hopeful too. Maybe a Stevie record like Knocks Me Off My Feet, Jill Scott, Long Walk, something a little in another direction. DeBarge, I like it. I don't know what just made me think of that. I don't know, maybe something from Stephanie Mills. I feel good all over. I feel like that's such a random mix of stuff. The last concert I attended was Crombie at the Hollywood Bowl, and it was very much a vibe. The last body of work that I downloaded was a Patrice Rushen album called Pizzazz. I love Pizzazz because it has one of my favorite Patrice Rushen joints on there, Haven't You Heard? I mean, she's just such an all-encompassing musician, producer, singer. She does it all, and she does it all very amazingly well, and yeah, she's one of my favorites. This one is part of shaping my songwriting skills. Stevie, Stevie's always the answer. So Dream Lover, a single by Mariah Carey, that's from her Vision of Love album. And my mom was playing that very early on. I was 3-4 years old. That is when I think about the albums that really shaped me as a singer. Mariah, period, as a singer, but that particular album, that first album for me, just really ingrained in me. And so when I think of Dream Lover, I think of being little and just being enamored in her voice and wanting to just study her and maybe sound like her one day. Good Kid, M.A.A.D City, Kendrick Lamar. That's a film to me. There's so much information and so much to take in listening to that you can see it as well. And I'm not sure if I know any other albums quite as visual as that one. Words and Sounds Volume 1 by Jill Scott is another one of those albums that really shaped me, especially as a songwriter. I remember the point in my life where, I was still kind of young. I hadn't really been in love yet. So I think hearing her experiences of love and being in love informed me about what that world might be like. This is my favorite Stevie record. I was just talking about this earlier too. I would say probably Golden Lady or Too High. I would say my favorite music video would probably be Thriller, Michael Jackson, but also I watched the behind the scenes to see everything that went into that video, every aspect, the makeup and the choreography, and it was just brilliant all around. Top 3 albums of all time. Okay, there's 2 out of my top 3 albums on here. Stevie Wonder, Innervisions is one of my top 3 albums of all time. I mean, what can you say? It's like perfection on vinyl. Michael Jackson, Thriller, from beginning to end, it's seamless. I would say the third one would be Go For Your Guns, the Isley Brothers. Obviously the material and this artwork too for this album is just amazing. That's my dad. Another one of those albums that defines my upbringing, I would say Toni Braxton. My mom loves Toni Braxton, and so by default, I had to listen to a lot of it in the car, in the house. She played Toni all the time, and I think whether I think about it or realize it or not, Toni is such a part of my vocal makeup as well. There's so many. This one. It depends on who I'm listening to, if I pick up on production or lyricism first. When I think of like my favorite producers, I think about Quincy, Dilla, Timbaland, the Neptunes. One song that'll always get me out of a funk is You're the Sweetest One by Vandross. Luther just always makes me happy, and that's kind of a hidden cut. I don't think it was a single. Just always puts me in a good mood. I would describe my music as just the experiences of a lover girl, and I've written about love in so many forms, the hope for it, being in the moment of it, the loss of it. It all stems from love. Hey, what's up? This is Alex Isley, and I just got to dig in the crates at Okayplayer.